it's Sarah here and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about how I budget and plan for Christmas presents throughout the year so that when it gets to be time for actually buying Christmas presents I don't go into a bunch of credit card debt. And also I'm going to be talking about what's on my Christmas list this year, as well as some decor items I would recommend to get for Christmas if you are shopping on a budget. And then I'm also going to do a little fun add-in at the end and make a pumpkin cupcake recipe that I've been wanting to try. It's a homemade one, homemade icing and everything. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know that I've really made many homemade items before. So it's all from scratch, so we'll try that and see how it works out. So if you enjoy videos like this and other decorating, cleaning, motivating videos along with meal prepping and just kind of home and lifestyle stuff in general, then I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and join this amazing family that we're growing here. And also please like this video if you enjoy it and comment down below some things that you would recommend for Christmas budgeting planning tips. Thanks guys, and let's get into it. So first things first, how I save for Christmas. So I have Capital One 360, which is just an online bank. They don't have any in-person banks, I think, except for maybe some in Texas. And they allow you to have as many savings accounts as you want. You can open them for free. You can just do it right in the app. So I have a separate savings account specifically labeled Christmas/birthday savings. So I'll save a certain amount per paycheck or per month and put it into that savings account so that by the time Christmas comes, I have a good amount saved in there. I'll also use it for birthdays throughout the year so that when it comes to buying somebody a birthday gift, I don't have to take it out of my normal checking or discretionary. So that is very helpful as well. I've kind of done different amounts throughout the year because I've had my money just change and fluctuate with getting a raise and then also changing jobs and all sorts of different stuff. It kind of just really depends on what you have and what you can put in. So I'd highly recommend doing that, and that will really help you when the time comes for the holidays. So then I sat down sometime in November, look at that savings account, see how much I have, and be like, okay, well I have 2 more months that I'll be also saving money into this. How much will I have at that point? And then that's how I create my budget. So based off of that, then I can see this is how much I have to spend. Some people may have $1,000 saved and that's what they're spending. Some people may have $400 saved and that's what they spend. Some people may have way less than that or way more than that. So it really just depends on you and your family and your lifestyle and what you do for gifts with people. So then the next thing after that, I'll talk with my family and friends and ask them, are we doing gifts this year, or do you want to do an experience instead of gifts? That's what I think I do with all of my friends now. Instead of getting each other gifts, we'll go out to dinner or we'll go look at Christmas lights, or we'll do something fun together instead, because I would much more prefer experiences over presents. I could honestly not tell you what I got for Christmas last year, and like, to me, presents just aren't as important. You just need to discuss those things with your family and friends and see what you're gonna be doing, and also set a budget with them. So ask them how much do you want to spend on each other and stick within that. That will be really helpful when you're going to plan your budget. So then let me show you guys the Excel sheet. So here is my Christmas budget Excel sheet. I just make it on Google Drive and then I can have it saved throughout the years. So over on the left, I have the names of all the people that I'd be buying gifts for. I just listed them as very basic. I didn't specifically put like their exact names, just so to keep the privacy of them. But these are like the people I would be buying for, but the numbers aren't accurate to actually what I'm spending this year. I just kind of put in some random numbers. And I also make these yarn hangers, which I'll show you guys in a future video. So I just have those listed here, how many I'm gonna need. I usually would have the names listed for who I'm doing them for. And also, if you're going to be sending Christmas cards, make sure to list those people here. You can always put their addresses if you want. If you're getting photos done, make sure to add that down there, like when you're getting photos done and the cost it would be as well. So at the bottom, I have listed all the years that I've been doing this for. I just made a separate one for video specifically, just like I said, because I'm not doing the exact for what I'm doing this year and I don't want to give away any gifts. So here at the top, I have the budget listed as $600. That's how much I know I have saved in my savings account for this. So all below that, I kind of evened out the different numbers and put how much I'm spending for each person. This was based off of my conversations with them or what I've done in the past. And it's correlated to the names. I have gaps in between some of them because if, like, say you get 2 presents for mom and dad, so you want to make sure you have a spot for both. Robbie, I put like a large amount because Robbie and I do always spend more on each other. And then at the bottom, it will total up the amount for all of the numbers I've put in. So you can tell it's a little below 600, which is kind of nice. That means I have a little leeway. But I still have down here, I put that the hangers will cost $15. That's for the yarn and for the actual metal hangers. And then the cards, I put the cost for the postage. And if you're getting them printed, etc., make sure you always add in all those extra costs as well. And then over here, I have the amount over or under. So I put a calculation in. So what it's calculating is it's subtracting the budget, or actually the amount spent from the budget. So if I spend $25 on grandpa, you're going to see that I am $5 under, which is great. Because if I spend $35 on grandma, that means I'm $5 over budget. So it will show me how much I have actually spent. And then I have that calculation listed for all of the different people. And then at the bottom, you can total up the amount that you've actually spent to compare with the amount that you said you were going to spend. So I hope that you find that helpful. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is what is on my Christmas list for this year. If you don't find this stuff interesting, you can just skip to the next timestamp below. But I know some people find this interesting and they ask and they just are curious. Like if some people don't even know what to ask for, they may just not even know what they want. So one thing I would say with that, if you are the kind of person who Christmas comes around and you have no idea what you want, throughout the year, just have a note in your phone and label it as things that I want, and randomly you'll catch yourself being like, man, I really want that, or that is so cute. Just take a picture of it or just type it in your notes or find a link to it or whatever, and that will be very helpful when it comes to Christmas time. And then you can just make a list and send it right off. So some things that I have on my Christmas list are just a bunch of actually organization stuff, because I think that is really fun. Robbie tells me I need to ask for fun things for Christmas, but I think that is fun. So I have a bunch of clear organization bins on there for the fridge and for I think some for the pantry, yeah, and some for the bathroom as well, because I've been really wanting to get some and I don't know why I just haven't done it. So I think that will be really exciting if I get those for Christmas. And then I've also asked for some reusable bags. So I actually have reusable bags already that I use for the grocery store, but I asked for some specifically for produce, because I always feel bad when I'm in the grocery store and I get a lot of produce items and I'm just using all this plastic. And then I also asking for some reusable like Ziploc bags as well. And a few other things that I'm asking for is another organization thing for the kitchen. It's kind of like a spice rack, and I'm also asking for jars to put spices in. Our spices are semi-organized, but not to the point that I would like them to be. I'd like to be able to see them all. Hopefully someday I'd love to have like a drawer specifically for them, and I could just pull the drawer out and I can see them all laid out really nicely with labels on them. But for now, I'm just going to ask for something we can put on the wall and put all of our spices in it. And so I found one on Amazon. And then Robbie we also want to get some salt and pepper grinder shakers. We just want to buy like big packs of pepper and salt and just be able to pour it in and grind it up ourselves, because that would be a lot cheaper than just buying salt and pepper like little ones all the time. And I'm surprisingly asking for hot sauce. I have been liking hot sauce more and more. My body still doesn't handle it as well as I wish it would, but I'm trying. And there's this one hot sauce I really like from Hot Ones. If you've never seen First We Feast Hot Ones on YouTube, I highly recommend checking it out. It's pretty fun. So I'm also asking for a couple different rugs. I want a jute rug for inside. I want like a welcome mat outside as well. Then I'm also asking for some running shoes. I'm asking for some Hoka 1-1s, which I had thought about buying myself earlier this year because I've been running more. But I think I'm just going to ask for them for Christmas because I know it's not like a need, but something that I would really, really like to have. And I'm also asking for new moccasin slippers. And a new fragrance mist from Victoria's Secret. I smelled it one day and I was like, I absolutely have to have this. And I'd like it in a perfume form, but that is so expensive, so I just put fragrance mist or like a body mist because that's way cheaper and it still smells great. Then just a couple other like hair items. I put hair rollers on there. They're like, if I end up getting them, I'll probably end up doing like a tutorial or show it or something. My sister has some, they're like the flexible ones, and then you pull your hair up in it and you like hold it tight, and then you just put it in the night before, and then they're not hot or anything like that, but they're not like normal hair curlers because I've used those before and I had some before. I don't know how to explain what they are. And then some more coil hair ties. I like to use those in my hair instead of like scrunchies, even though they're cute, or also normal hair ties because they don't give me headaches so bad. So I need some more of those, and I need some more hair elastics as well. And then I always just kind of add at the bottom of my list some other things that I like, or some other like stocking ideas or favorite items in general, because it's not like I talk to my family all the time. They may not know all the things that I like currently. So I'll add things like I put like I want some Rae Dunn items. I put like I love fuzzy socks. I love tassel earrings. I put that I always like to get Blistex medicated lip ointment, especially in the winter. I put like my favorite stores, favorite candy, favorite colors, and favorite scents in case they want to get me candles or anything that's a specific color or pattern, especially like if my parents want to get anything to put in a stocking, like a candy will be good to know, or if somebody just needs a gift card idea, they'll know what my favorite store is. So that is what's on my Christmas list this year. And then I want to talk about some staple Christmas decor items to get if you are shopping on a budget. So if you are a college student right now and you want to decorate your dorm, but you're broke because everybody's broke in college, I know I was, or if you're in your first apartment and you want to get some Christmas decor but know that you can't afford a lot or something like that, anything, whatever it is, and most people are shopping on a budget, but some people's budgets are much larger than others. So if you're shopping on a very, very small budget and you still want to get some stuff, this is what I would recommend. So I would say the staple item always is a Christmas tree, but Christmas trees can be very expensive, especially if you want to get a large, like big Christmas tree. So I would recommend getting a small one. I got a small one. You saw in my video last week. And it was $25, and it was flocked, and it already had lights in it, so that was really awesome. It didn't have any I had a base, but it didn't have any like tree skirt or anything like that, but that's okay because it's not like you need it. And that was for a 4-foot tree, so that's still a pretty good size. But you can get little table trees. You can get one that's even a foot or not even a foot, and that is still be like a beautiful little Christmas tree, especially in your dorm room if you just want to put something on your desk. So that would be a great idea. To do something like that, and you don't even need to have ornaments for it or like a tree skirt or anything, because it's still beautiful without any of that stuff. I will say lights always really add something to a tree, so if you can get lights, I would say that will probably make the tree feel more tree-like to you. But if you can't afford to get lights, don't get lights and don't worry about it. Find a little tree from Hobby Lobby that's on 50% off and get it, and you can probably have it for under $10. So I would say just definitely kind of look around first and see, because there's so many different styles and options, and make sure to find one that fits within your budget and that's also really cute and that makes you happy. And also I wanted to say some trees that do have little like pine cones and things already on them, so that really adds something to it as well. Another staple piece I would say when you think of Christmas decor is a garland. So there's so many kinds of garland. There's like the typical Christmas garland, which I have up in my home. There's some that are much more dangly that can also be good for year round. So if you are shopping on a budget, maybe something that can be used year round would be good, because then you can use it for different seasons. There's also flocked ones. There's ones that have little pine cones in it. There's ones that are just gold sparkly. There's all sorts of different kinds. So, and you can get them for pretty cheap and also get them for very expensive. So really look before you go get one and try and find deals, because I guarantee you, you will find a coupon somewhere, or you will find a deal online or in the stores or something like that. So a garland can be really cute on a mantle above your fireplace. It can be really cute around your TV or on a TV stand. It can be cute on the back of your desk. It can be cute around like a countertop, like the base of a countertop. It can be cute on top of cabinets. It can be cute down like a coffee table or a kitchen table. It can be cute around your front door or around a bathroom door or a bathroom mirror, like all sorts of different places that you could put one of those. And then one other staple I think of when I think of Christmas decor is stockings. So stockings are really fun. I actually have this little one. Me and my roommate years ago got them for our dorm door, and we just put them on there, which was super fun and cute, and we found them at Target for only a few bucks. I still have it. I don't really have anything to do with it, but it's just cute. So a stocking can be really fun, and you can hang them in so many different places in your room or in your home, and you can get them pretty inexpensive if you look around. And then there's two other things I would say that are kind of staple pieces but aren't like as much of what people would think of when they think of Christmas decor. So those two things are lights and a wreath. So lights can be, I mean, like normal Christmas lights. You can get big bulbs. You can get, what are those, the Edison bulbs or something? Those are more expensive though, but they're beautiful. You can get fairy lights, which you can get usually a large strand for pretty cheap. I know Amazon has some good options for that. So lights will be really fun if you want to put them around your door, inside or outside. If you want to put some maybe along like the wall, around your TV, around your window. Again, there's so many different places you could put that. And then wreaths. So wreaths are generally more expensive. They're beautiful and they can add so much to a room and a space or a wall. But if you want to get a good deal on a wreath, the place I've always found the cheapest wreaths is at Walmart. And you can get them for 10 bucks, and you can get even smaller ones for less than that. If you have just a little space, you want to put a small wreath, you can totally do that, and you could put that up. But I would say that's not as much of a staple as some of the other things, and it is a little bit more of an expensive item, but it's also a really beautiful one if you want to add that in. Oh, and also one thing I thought of with a wreath, I forgot I wanted to say, you could always just buy a like plain wreath, like a simple just green one, or you can also find ones that are just like a wood beaded wreath or like a black wire wreath, and you can always just add your own kind of stuff to it. So if you have old like floral picks that you've used, or if you have something old that you want to renew, like if you have old garland that you don't want anymore, you can pull the things off and make your own wreath and wrap it around like a wire wreath that you found. You can make a ribbon wreath, you can make a pine cone wreath, you can make an ornament wreath. There's so many different things that you could do. So like, don't cut a wreath out just because you see some expensive options that are at least $50 for one small wreath. Really look into some DIYs. I'm sure Pinterest has some great ideas for that. Alright, if you have made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. We're not done yet, but please hit the like button down below if you haven't yet. So now we're gonna get into some fun stuff. I'm gonna be baking those cupcakes now, so let's get into it. So this is the recipe that I'm making. Looks really good. I have all the ingredients out here. So to make pumpkin pie spice, it says that you can use ground cloves, ground nutmeg, ground allspice, and ground ginger. And then I have just all these other ingredients. These ones over here are for the icing specifically. Then I've just got my pan that I will be baking them in. I hope that this video is very helpful for you, but I also hope that this part specifically is kind of relaxing to watch. Maybe it will inspire you to make something, some kind of goodie, dessert, or even this one as well, because I have linked it in the description box below if you want to make this exact same recipe. I actually did a pretty good job. I was impressed with myself since I haven't really made a homemade recipe before, but I feel like if you just follow the directions, you're going to be just fine, and as long as you don't change the ingredients or anything like that, you should be good. But as always, I hope that you all are doing really well right now. If not, know that I am praying for you. I'm always praying for my followers and for my wonderful family that we have, that we're growing here. I am so happy that you're here. I am so grateful that you're on this earth. And if you feel like nobody else thinks that, at least know that I think that. And I'm sure there is somebody in this world that does care for you and that does love you. Just reach out to them if you are in a place of need, if you're in a place of sadness. Just always know that you're not alone. Even if it feels like you are, there's always going to be someone out there for you.
While Santa's busy saying ho, 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 we're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake. And then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face. And later we warm up by the fireplace.
What kind of stuff is on your guys' Christmas list this year? Comment down below some things that you're really hoping that you get this year, or something that you're going to spoil yourself with and buy. And what about Black Friday? Do you guys usually go shopping for Black Friday? I feel like since COVID, a lot of people's minds may have changed on that. And just in the past few years, it's not the same kind of experience when going Black Friday shopping. My sisters and I have gone for the past, I don't know, at least 5-ish years, maybe a little bit more. And throughout the years, it's not stores opening at midnight anymore. It's not kind of that fun experience we got at first. We're still going to go this year, but it's just not the same as it used to be. So do you go Black Friday shopping? And if you do, what kind of stuff do you usually get? If you're new to my channel, I hope that you will consider subscribing and joining this amazing family that we're growing here. I like to do cleaning motivation videos. I'm going to be starting to do organization videos. Organization is like my #1 favorite thing in the world, so I'm really excited to do that. Right now I'm doing some holiday videos. I also have a productive weekend in the life video coming up next week. I have some other day in the lives, some routine videos, just some things like that. I really like to show the way that I live my life and my lifestyle and how I find joy in normal everyday things, because I know sometimes life can be hard and boring and sucky, so I hope that I can bring a little joy to your life. So this was kind of funny. Robbie got home from work and wanted to try this, but I knew I hadn't put in the sugar yet, and he wasn't going to like it. And he was like, oh, I want to try that. And he hated it before I put the sugar in, which I'm like, yeah, it's kind of gross without the sugar. So then when he went to go try the cupcake later, he was a little bit apprehensive because he was afraid it was going to taste bad.
Snow and cold, we've got it nice and warm. In here you find both young and old, seeking shelter from the storm. It's the spirit of the season to open up the door. It's the spirit of the season
So here I'm just helping fill Robbie's water jug. He brings this gallon water jug to work every day so that he can have water to drink throughout the day. I usually fill that as soon as he gets home from work. And then I'm just being a nice fiance and getting his water for him and taking it over to him on the couch. And then I usually will help get his lunch ready because I just am like usually in the kitchen when he gets home for some reason. So I'll just like do it while I'm already in there.
Stripes and cares,
I was struggling to get these out of the muffin tin. But I guess they were just still barely warm whenever I went to put the icing on, because when I had put them in the container at the end of the video, they ended up kind of melting over a little bit, and they looked really funny. I mean, they kind of looked funny anyways, because it's not like I'm a pastry chef and I can decorate cupcakes all beautifully or anything, but they did taste good, so that's what matters. I would love if you guys would follow me on my social media channels. I post every day on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm trying to get better about posting on TikTok. I also have a Pinterest, and all of those are just at its_SoSarah, except for one of them I think is just at its_SoSarah. So I would love to interact with you guys on there. I post more consistently. You can see more of my everyday life on there, and it's just kind of fun because it's such a different platform, and I can see more of your lives on there as well. I'm gonna be the official taste tester here. That's really good. And I used dairy-free cream cheese. So I bet normal would be even better. I probably should have just done normal and dealt with it. But this is still really good. I don't know that Robbie's gonna like it as much because he's not a big pumpkin person anyways, and I think he'll be able to tell that it's dairy-free cream cheese. Even though I think dairy-free cream cheese is really good, you can tell that it's not the same thing. So thought I would just show you guys this cool little container I have. I bought it, I don't know if I got it from Walmart or Amazon. I'm trying to remember. I've had it for over a year now, but there's plenty of containers like this. So it comes with this little guy, and then it has this insert. So you could always take it out and use this for something else if you wanted. But it's perfect to just put your cupcakes in and store them. And then I'm going to take 4 of them over to my friends that also live in the same complex as me and just share the love. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that the budgeting and planning helped you in your Christmas present planning, and I hope you just enjoyed watching that recipe. I've linked it down below. Let me know if you want links to anything, if you have any tips, if you need advice with anything. Comment down below and I will definitely get back to you. Thanks guys, bye.